So look, the thing that's going on right now is who is the most influential players of all time, right? Before we go, right? What year were you born?
97.
All right, 97. See, this is a problem right here, because my list ain't gonna make all the sense to you. Here's my first guy, Muggsy Bogues. Although you had Spud Webb 5'7", Muggsy Bogues was 5'3", but didn't have the same athleticism. He had some athleticism, but it didn't translate or transfer into the NBA. So Muggsy Bogues had guys 5'3", like with hoop dreams. They start making songs. I want to be a ball. I wish it was tall. I want to be a baller. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my second guy is Penny Hardaway. And the reason why I say Penny Hardaway, obviously he's a 6'7" point guard. And yes, Magic Johnson was a 6'8", 6'9". But Penny Hardaway had the flair. He had the style. He was dunk. He was doing it all. He made it more cool to be a 6'7", 6'6" point guard. Like, that was the wave after he came in. When guys were 6'6", they started making them point guards. Obviously, Jordan goes without saying. I'm not gonna go a whole thing on Jordan. I promise on that. The next person that people don't talk about is Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley paved the way for anyone who was 6'5" and a power forward. If you was playing pickup and you was a dog on the board, you was Barkley. Okay, Barkley. I'm gonna say Charles Barkley was definitely influential. And of course, Shaq. 7'3", 320, can run the court like a gazelle, but Shaq had you, even as a guard, you caught somebody in the post that was smaller than you backing them down, you spin off of them, you felt like Shaq in that moment. If you was a big, heavy set kid, and you was down there, you was baby Shaq. Shaq definitely revolutionized the game for that. And he was a different type of center, too. He was dominant. Don't get me wrong, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was also a dominant center, but he wasn't a center that guys was trying to mimic in the 90s. Dudes wasn't doing no hook shot. The old heads might have came to the courts and did some hook shots, but dudes wasn't trying to do no hook shot. Dudes, we get down there, you lay the ball up with 2-3 people on you, you Shaq in that moment. Of course, Kobe. Of course, listen, Kobe, but the thing about Kobe is that he's 6'6", that's what he has going for him as far as height. But everything else is regular aesthetics, right? His arms wasn't freakishly long. He wasn't a freakishly long player. He was a 6'6" player. Then he had people rocking the fro. Dudes was definitely rocking the fro back in the day because of Kobe. Second, he had people doing that. You young, so you might not have seen this commercial. But when he did this move where he put the ball over his head, he had guys practicing that. That's what makes things revolutionary, bro. And when people take something from a person and everybody start doing it, rather style, haircut, whatever the case may be, Kobe is definitely one of them guys. My favorite, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, now, don't get me wrong. He wasn't the first person in the league with braids. I'm gonna give it to Latrell Sprewell. But if you was in Philly, when AI was playing for Philly, you had braids. Your grandma had braids. The sleeve, he had people wearing dirty socks. They cut the bottom off the sock. I'm serious. Because we didn't know what the sleeve was. We didn't know what that was about. That wasn't selling in the stores, nothing. People would cut the socks off, they mom's stockings, and put it on it as for AI. He also made it, that was the era, it was okay to be under 6 foot and a scorer. Before Allen Iverson, you can't name a 6 foot guard that the league was like, yo, he's the #1 pick. Let's put the ball in his hand and let him score 30. Let's let him score 30 and let him shoot 40 times. We don't care. AI was that guy. AI definitely revolutionized. D-Wade definitely revolutionized that 2-guard spot. He wasn't a knockdown 3-point shooter, but he was a dog. He was a dog in that 15-foot range. Get by guys, dunk on guys, make his team better. Coming out of Marquette that first year into the playoffs, we had Lamar Odom and all of them on the team. Then when Shaq got traded to the team, he won the championship, D-Wade did his thing on that. Now I got 2 guys in one spot. Because these 2 guys, they made this position cool. Lou Will and Jamal Crawford. Because you got to think about it, bro. When you was young, you hated coming off the bench. You wanted to start. Then these guys come off 20 points a game, 19 points a game, and they made it look good. When Jamal Crawford got in the game, he made it look good. When Lou Will got in the game, he made it look good. To the point where kids like, man, I don't mind being the sixth man. I want to be the sixth man. And it's shit. Lou Will got songs after him, everything. Jamal Crawford had me wearing S dots in high school. The soft S dots. So I'm gonna definitely give it to those two guys for revolutionizing that position. Gotta say KD. KD, people don't want, I don't know why people don't give this prop. You ain't never see a 6'11", 6'10" guard like KD do. KD do it at an efficient clip too. He ain't shooting 50 shots to get 42, bro. He about shooting about 10 shots, 15 shots to get 37 points. And of course, Steph Curry. Steph Curry messed it up for traditional centers. You're a traditional center right now. You can't get in the league. You can't get the fair shake, or you're not playing a lot on the court because you can't shoot. It's because of Steph Curry. Everybody started shooting threes after Steph Curry. When kids found out it was okay to shoot from a circle, everybody just started shooting threes. Didn't matter who you were. Now, don't get me wrong. There was always big men who could shoot threes and had that opportunity, but it wasn't at a high clip. Like, think about the best shooters of all time, like a Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. You go look at some of their games, they only shooting like 6 threes, 5 threes, 8 threes. They wasn't shooting nothing crazy. They shot 10 threes if they was hot that night. Steph Curry averaging like 15 threes a game, 12 threes a game. Like, he's just putting it up. So I'm gonna give it to Steph Curry. Steph Curry, my last guy. I mean, you guys let me know that I missed someone off the list. And who else? Tell me who else revolutionized.